Alright, so you're here because you want all of this on your PC. The task manager, the file manager, the visualizer, the search finder, and even auto-completion on Windows, right? Yeah. So instead of wasting time, let's just get straight into it.
First, let me show you how to download this resource monitor called Btop, and trust me, installing it is actually simple. Just open your terminal as administrator and type this command. Hit enter, let it download, and once it's done, just type Btop and press enter again, and boom, you're in. You can move around using the arrow keys up and down to navigate, left and right to switch between pages. Pretty intuitive. Now, if you want to customize it, press the escape key. That opens the settings menu. Go into options, and from there you can change the theme, background, layout, basically everything. I'm gonna set mine like this. When you're done, check the help menu to see all the keyboard shortcuts available. And to exit, just select quit. Next up is auto-completion in the terminal. Linux already has this built in, but Windows, not really. So we're fixing that. The tool is called PSReadLine. Open your terminal as administrator and paste this command. Hit enter and wait for it to install. After that, reopen your terminal. Now watch this. If I type just B to open Btop, it already suggests the rest. And if I press the right arrow key, it auto-completes. Same with Fastfetch. Type a few letters, right arrow, done. See how smooth that is? Didn't even take a minute. Now let's talk about searching files properly, because the default Windows search, yeah, not it. First tool is FD. With FD, I can search anything instantly. For example, if I want to find all PNG files on my PC, I just type fd-epng and it lists all of them. To install it, run your terminal as administrator and type this command. Hit enter, let it finish, reopen your terminal and type fd and it's done. Now the next one is FZF, which works alongside this but acts as a fuzzy finder. It updates results in real time as you type, shows the total matches, and you can navigate with arrow keys. To install it, again, open terminal as administrator and type this command. Hit enter, let it install. After that, close your terminal and reopen it and type FZF and it's working.
Now for Cava and Fastfetch, I actually made a full dedicated video explaining everything about them. So instead of repeating all that, I'd recommend checking that out. Links are in the description, and I promise it's worth it.
Before we jump back into the video, I gotta pay the bills. So big thanks to OnSpace AI for sponsoring today's video.
OnSpace is basically an AI app builder that lets you go from idea to working app in minutes just by describing what you want. No heavy coding, no complicated setup. You type what you want and it builds it for you. You can actually export and deploy your app even to mobile app stores. So this isn't just a concept tool, it's meant for real deployment. All right, instead of just talking about it, let's actually build something. I'm inside OnSpace right now, and since people love Discord style platforms, let's create a simple community chat app called Matrix Chat. I'll paste in a simple prompt and hit generate. Now, here's what I really like about this. It actually asks follow-up questions. For example, it asks how users should discover rooms. I'll choose browse all rooms. Next, it asks which features we want. So I'm gonna go and enable all of these because they all sound good. Now we wait a few seconds. And just like that, it's done. We've got a clean mobile login screen. I can sign in with just a username. After logging in, I instantly see the room list. If I open a room, I can start sending messages immediately. I can check my profile, change my avatar, even create new rooms. And here's the crazy part. I didn't set up any database or configure a backend or even touch an API key. The mobile app comes with its own built-in backend. This wasn't manually coded. It was generated from a description. Now let's tweak it. I'll ask it to add theme customization. And just like that, we now have a settings page where users can switch between light or even enter a custom color code. The changes apply instantly, no rebuild needed. Now here's my favorite part. If I don't like something visually, I can open the built-in code editor and directly adjust the UI. You still have full control as a developer. And if anything breaks, I can enable Runtime Scanner. If the mobile app hits an error, it automatically detects the issue and gives me a one-click fix. Right now it says no errors found, which is exactly what we want. And here's the part I actually like. Once you're happy with your app, you can just hit publish. You can deploy it to Google Play Store or Apple App Stores instantly, add an icon, a name, and you're basically done. And if you want, you can also hit the download button and download it as an APK or AAB as well. So it's not just building for fun, you can actually ship it. That's from idea to a functional app in just a couple of minutes. If you've been sitting on an app idea but didn't want to deal with back-end setup or infrastructure, this removes that barrier completely. If you want to try it yourself, check out OnSpace AI. Links in the description.
Now here's a really good CLI app I found. It's called Yazi, and it's basically a file manager inside your terminal that lets you preview files directly. Installation has a few steps, but it's manageable. First, you'll need a nerd font, plus FD, RG, and FFZ, which you might already have. To install RipGrep, open your terminal as administrator and run this command. After that, close your terminal and go to the Windows section on the Yazi page. Copy the first line of code they show, open your terminal normally this time, and paste it. Then there's a bigger list of dependencies, but we only need this part. Accept everything and let it install. Also, make sure you have Git installed. If not, install it before continuing. Next, you'll need to set environment variables. Open your terminal and use setx. Paste the required value and file path. Press enter, then repeat the command with /m at the end. Then run the same command again, but this time with sudo at the start. Now, sudo is disabled by default on Windows, so enable developer mode, then enable sudo. After that, paste the command again. Once everything's done, reopen your terminal and type Yazi. And that's it. Now I can preview images directly from terminal.
Next up is a CLI app that lets you download videos from many websites. Yes, even the platform you're watching this on. It's called Yt-dlp. To install it, just open your terminal and type this command. Let it install and you're done. Now you can type Yt-dlp followed by any video link and it'll start downloading. By default, it saves everything in your user folder, so check there. It has tons of advanced options, but honestly, I just use it to download stuff. Nothing crazy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You wanted these tools on your PC? Now you've got them. My work here is officially done. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.